Welcome everybody to Flowing English, where we learn English in the most easiest way possible. In our today's video, we are going to address the major question asked by the student: how to learn English. So we are going to address this question in detail from reading, writing, listening, and speaking point of view. So kindly watch this video till the end. And if you haven't subscribed my channel, please do subscribe it. Here we go. As we all want to learn English, but the common dilemma that we all face is how to learn English. First of all, it is extremely important for every student and learner to know that English is a language, exactly like our mother tongue. And we all have different problems with regard to English. Some of us can't understand the English speakers. Some of us understand the language but unable to speak it. And some can speak as well as understand the language but still cannot touch the advanced level of English at par with the native speakers. So we are going to address these common issues concerned with the English language today on the basis of some of the most important key points. The most important problem that most of the people face is lack of confidence. We all have complex issues when it comes to speaking English. Why? And why most of us have a lack of confidence? Why do we all feel shy in speaking language in front of all of the people, especially in public? It's all about our mindset. I don't know why, but many of us have preconceived notion that a fluent English speaker is very intelligent or smart than us. It is this false comparison that kills our confidence and ruining our chances of speaking English in the process. Therefore, you all have to change your mindset first and stop seeing English speakers as elites or superiors in your mind. They're just like you, but what differentiates them is their confidence level. Now the ultimate question arises: how to get confidence? Believe me, you are not going to shock or surprise when I will unleash the secret of having self-confidence. It's as basic and simple as your parents and teachers saying to you. The key word is practice. It's an old saying that a practice makes a man perfect, and yeah, it's true. Now let's turn to how to do practice. And in response to this question, we are shifting to a second key point that is associated with a lack of confidence and how it acts as a hurdle in learning English. That is fear of mistakes. And this fear is similar to the fear of seeing other English speakers speaking better than you, which ignites a comparison inside you that worsens the matters. Believe me or not, but 99.9% of chance of speaking English is killed by a large number of people at that moment itself in their mind when they belittle themselves in their own eyes for no reason at all. As a result, they are unable to express their ideas, opinions, and thoughts in English, even if they actually have a huge potential to do so. Therefore, in order to address this issue of feeling inferior in your own imagination, there is a need to start taking actions right away. And this can be done only if you start practicing English practically in your daily life and regular activities. This is what helps you gaining self-confidence and overcoming fear of committing mistakes. Therefore, even before learning English, you have to be determined enough in your mind to keep on practicing until you better yourself in English regardless of the mistakes you make in the process. If you don't be fearless to make mistakes, you will never ever learn about your mistakes and hence will never overcome them. This has taken us to our next point: practice. Everybody commands you to practice English, but do you know what to practice, when to practice, and how to practice? For that, you need to be honest with yourself. First of all, each one of you should know their level in English. There are basically three levels in any language: beginner, intermediate, and advanced. If you have no idea where you stand among these three, you are unable to draw a clear, practical, and realistic roadmap to reach your destination. Once you are aware of your actual level in English, you are ready for our next step. One of the major stepping stones in any task is planning. Planning is extremely important before commencing any task. So make a regular practical study plan for you and stick to it. No doubt, during the initial stage it is tough, but with the passage of time, things will likely to fall into place. While making a plan, most of the students commit one mistake. They give focus only on one module, say speaking, and ignore the rest of the modules including listening, reading, and writing. Like these are not the part of the English. Sometimes I amaze, why so? Don't do these mistakes. Not only English, but any language is the combination of listening, reading, writing, and speaking. Having specialization in one module and not in the rest is not optimum learning process. Therefore, in order to practice all the modules, you need to surround yourself with English atmosphere. If you already are in an English speaking country, it's like a cherry on the cake for you. But if you aren't, You need not to disappoint because you still have plenty of ways to create English speaking environment in your home country. Have a look. Starting from the gadget you have in your hand, the one in which you are watching my video, yeah, your mobile phone. Ask yourself this honestly for a second. Do you remember when did the last time you have used your mobile for learning purpose? Not remember, right? No doubt the need of well qualified teacher is also critical at the same time. However, a beginning can be easily made right from your own individual efforts, only if you are determined to do so. There are actually many ways to do so. For example, you can listen to lyrical versions of English music videos and watch English movies with subtitles to boost up your listening skill as well as concentration. Reading can be improved by reading either e-books and e-newspapers on technical gadgets or through paper books, whatever works for you. Novels are also the better option. However, it is suggested to take the easiest one if you are a beginner. Start from reading 10 minutes a day. Don't be in a rush. Keep a notebook or e-pad to note down any word you find new or unfamiliar. Don't be afraid or rush into cramming vocabulary. Use them only if you are sure about it. However, if you are a beginner, you should better focus on basics first. As far as speaking part is concerned, you are able to utter words in English only if you can think in English. For more help, you can watch videos where you see native speakers communicating in English, but please don't try to copy and fake their accent. Keep it simple and natural. Support of family and friends can be availed to communicate in English so that you can work on your errors and mistakes. Moreover, at the same time, at the individual level, you can record your voice in your recorder daily to see what improvements are needed and how you actually sound when you speak in English. Forget about all the fear of making mistakes. Remember, nobody is perfect. Not even me. Even native speakers make mistakes, but it's their confidence that let them roar over you. Turning to practicing writing skill, you must take into consideration what you are lacking in actually. There are a range of questions to be dealt with, like are you weak in grammar? Do you face difficulty in complex sentences? Can you write an essay? Are you hesitate to answer email to your superiors in English? Are you familiar with both formal and informal writing style? Do you actually know that there are two different styles of writing, formal and informal? Do you know where to use formal and when to use informal? While informal way of writing and speaking is concerned with the casual conversation and communication with our friends, family and relatives, on the other hand, formal style of writing and communication is a bit more professional and more official. No doubt writing formal English is a little bit tough job to crack than informal English, but with time and practice you can achieve specialization over it also. Start from basic writing first of all and keep learning from your mistakes. You cannot jump to advanced style of writing overnight if you are weak in basic sentence making. Step by step approach is mandatory. But before practicing English, how do you all actually feel if you do not have any relevant goal? What to do with the English that you are learning right now? That is why setting goals are important part of a planning process or before doing any task. So let me ask you some of the questions today. Why do you want to learn English? What opportunities will you likely to embrace? Will you have promotion in your job? Will you crack the interview you have been feeling through? Will you have the better impression in front of the people? What improvement will you find in your personality after learning English? If your why is stronger enough to force you to overcome your fear and lack of confidence in English, you will certainly achieve mastery in speaking English one day. But before that, set both short term and long term goals for yourself. Goals must be realistic not only to crack an English test, but also for long run in the future. But what to do actually if once we achieve our goals? Who will reward us? Actually, nobody. You need to reward yourself, and that's what takes us to our next point, rewarding yourself. Let's say today you get a mastery over tenses or show improvement in speaking. So you can reward yourself with anything you want. You can buy yourself a gift, for example, a pair of shoes or a wristwatch you want. You can go for a shopping mall. You can watch a movie. You can go out for a dinner or a meal with your friends or family, whatever you want. So when you start setting terms and conditions, when you start putting efforts and taking actions to actually earn whatever you want, despite you can get it for free of course, then you will be on the way of not only having expertise in your craft, in your language, but also learn to value most of the things in your life. It's like killing two birds with one stone. Hence, rewarding yourself with every progress time to time helps in maintaining your motivation. I'm sure you like this video, so kindly subscribe my new channel Flowing English so that I keep on uploading this interesting content with you. Hit the bell button so that you can get the notification for my every new video, and don't forget to like the video and share with as much people as you can. Your comments are equally important for me, so don't forget to tell me whether you like this video or not in the comment box below.